Hey, good afternoon. It's Andrew Hale. I'm a 20-year veteran of direct sales and marketing, and this is part 2 of a 5-part series on appointment setting for in-home service companies that generate leads through the web or through social media, okay? Stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to be giving you tons of information. If you missed yesterday's video, step 1, all you've got to do is go back to my channel, check out step 1, and it will tie in to today's video as well, okay? So you definitely got to check out step 1 first, all right? But today we're going to be talking about step number 2. We're going to be talking about establishing the need, okay? Now, in yesterday's video when we finished up, we had simply segued into step number 2 by asking the customer a question. Hey, tell me a little bit about what you're looking to accomplish by reaching out to us today, all right? We've opened up that communication, we've verified information and got all of the pertinent data, okay? So now we're moving into step number 2. In step number 2, this is a discovery step. This is a step where we are going to continue to have the consumer involved in the conversation. Remember, my entire 5-step process is all about being service-minded, all right, being sincere, and making sure that we allow the customer to buy and to not work on selling them, okay? People love to buy, but they hate to be sold, okay? So what we're gonna do is we are going to ask a series of what I call need-based questions so that we can understand the customer's wants and needs more effectively, okay? So what you'll see on the board is you see here 4 to 6 need-based questions, okay? Now, you could ask a ton more questions than 6 need-based questions, okay? But I want you to focus on at least asking a minimum of 4 need-based questions before you segue out of the need, okay? So let me give you some examples of great need-based questions. Now, remember, the product can be interchanged, all right? So whether you're a roofer, whether you do kitchen remodeling, bathroom remodeling, whether you do solar panels or water filtration, these questions can be interchanged based on the product, okay? So a need-based question. Why do we ask need-based questions? It's very simple. The reason why we ask need-based questions is because number 1, we want to understand how to better serve that customer. And until we ask a series of questions, okay, to tag on to the question that we asked in step number 1, which was, tell me what's the big reason why you're reaching out to us today and what you're looking to accomplish, we need to delve a little bit deeper into understanding the problem. People buy products because they need to solve a problem. And a lot of you out there think, well, how does a kitchen remodel solve a problem? It solves huge problems, okay? So the problem could be a multitude of things, all right? But ultimately, we are gonna solve that problem, all right? And we're gonna understand the problem by asking these need-based questions, okay? So let's get into it. Examples of great need-based questions, okay? Hey, have you ever done a kitchen remodel before? When was the last time you had your kitchen remodeled? When you decide to remodel your kitchen, have you considered any brands, layouts, or designs for your kitchen? Have you done any research on what a kitchen remodel that you're envisioning would cost you? All right? These are all examples of great need-based questions that help us to start to understand, all right, that customers' desires, their wants, their needs, and also their problems, okay? Some good examples of need-based questions for, say, roofing would be, hey, does your roof currently leak? How long has your roof been leaking? All right? Is your roof missing any shingles that you know of? When you replace your roof, would you like to change the color of your shingles or style of shingles? All right? Again, have you ever replaced your roof before? What did that cost you when you did that the last time? All right? These are, again, just examples of need-based questions, okay? The key, all right, when you're asking need-based questions is find out the when, the who, the where, the why, all right? These will all get you answers to understand what that client's true problems and what their desires are, okay? You know, you always want to ask, you know, have you done research on getting a new roof put on your house, all right? Do you know anyone who has recently put on a roof on their house, all right? What was the last home improvement project that you completed around the home, and was it a good experience? See, you always want to find out that customer's previous buying experiences, okay? One of the things that I learned through going through Cardone University is Grant says, hey, always take the client to the scene of the last crime, right? So by asking questions that sound like this, you know, hey, have you ever had solar panels installed on a home before? How was that experience? What would you like to repeat from that experience? What would you not like to repeat from that experience? What is it that you must have when you purchase these solar panels? What's something that you can't live without when you purchase these solar panels? All right. These are more examples of great need-based questions. Okay. Now look, I'm going to include my email and my direct phone number. If you would like for me to work with you on a list of 10 or 15 need-based questions specifically for your product or service, I'll be happy to do that. Just shoot me an email, reference this video, I'll be glad to do it. Now, after you ask at least 4 to 6 need-based questions, it's important to know that as you're asking these questions, you listen, okay? So many times what'll happen during step number 2 in establishing the need is the customer's answer to your question will lead to the next question, okay? So you have to be very interested in listening to your customer and hearing those answers, okay? It's very important when establishing the need to ask open-ended questions, all right? A lot of companies make the mistake of teaching their agents to ask closed-ended questions. The problem with these closed-ended questions is you do not get the information you need. Hey, this is a discovery time. This is a time for us to learn more about that customer's needs, wants, and desires. So we definitely want to ask open-ended questions so we can get the best data possible to service that customer. So after we've asked those 4 to 6 questions, we've listened very attentively, what we're going to do to segue from step number 2 into step number 3, which is selling the value of the visit, is we are going to ask for permission for the customer, and it's going to sound just like this. And it's very important to get their permission. This is very unique. Only the best trained salespeople in the world do this. So after I've asked the customer, hey, let me ask you this. Have you ever replaced your roof before? All right. When you replaced your roof last, was it a good experience or a bad experience? What would you like to change about your roof that you currently have? What would you like to keep the same about your roof that you currently have? Have you done research on the type of shingles or the color that you're looking for? All right. Is there any structural changes in the roofing system? Okay. How long has the roof been leaking? Okay. Where are the leaks happening at with your current roofing system? And you get all of those answers. To segue into step number 3, you simply need to say this. After the client responds to your last need-based question, just simply say, fantastic. Do you mind if I make a suggestion? 9 out of 10 times that customer is going to say, sure, what is it? And that's going to give us the opportunity to segue into step number 3, which is selling the value of our visit, okay? So establishing the need sounds just like this. Hey, Mr. Jones, I know you inquired about our roofing products. Let me ask you this. Is your current roof leaking? If so, where? Is it leaking in multiple areas? Let me ask you this. Have you ever had to replace your roof before? How old is your existing roof or shingles? All right. When you replaced your roof before, all right, was there anything that you would like to see happen again? And when you replaced your roof before, is there anything that you wouldn't want to repeat about that? Have you decided on a brand, a color, all right? Have you done any research on warranties for roofs, all right? And if so, what type of warranty information are you looking for on your roof, all right? Have you done research on pricing for roofing products and what roofs cost currently in the marketplace, all right? Now, Mr. Jones, could I make a suggestion? Now what this does, guys, is it gives you the perfect segue to move into step number 3, which is selling the value of the visit. Once that customer gives you permission to make that suggestion, what we're gonna simply do is we are gonna suggest the in-home appointment, okay? Where we're gonna come out, we are gonna provide a full inspection, an estimate, all the information for the client, okay? So take your time during step number 2. Be interested in the client, okay? Get a lot of data, do that great discovery, because the more questions you ask, the more ability it gives the customer to communicate with you what their wants, needs, and what their true problem is, okay? So before I end this video, guys, it's extremely important to know, all right? Always, always, always listen. It is extremely important when you ask a question to let your customer finish, okay? The reason why we ask a lot of questions in step number 2 during establishing the need is because we want that customer in an active conversation, okay? What we don't want to do is we don't want to begin to feature dump or product dump and start just jamming information about our shingles, about our company down the customer's throat, because they're not ready for that, okay? This is a time for us to learn what that problem is. So definitely listen, okay? Step number 2 is establishing the need, all right? So if this video helped you, hey, throw me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave me a comment. Let me know how I can help you more. Share this with another business owner that this may help. My name's Andrew Hale. I'm a 20-year veteran of direct sales and marketing. I help companies recruit marketing agents, sales agents. I also help companies put together lead generation programs through internet lead generation, as well as face-to-face lead generation and call center lead generation. If you need help, I've included my email. I've also included my direct phone number. Just reference this video, okay? I hope this helped you today. Step number 2 is all about establishing the need. It's all about asking open-ended, need-based questions and understanding what the customer's pain points and what problem they're looking to solve, so we can service that customer, but also engage in an active conversation. My name's Andrew Hale. I appreciate you tuning in. Tomorrow I'm going to be dropping video number 3 in my 5-part series, all right? So definitely tune in. We're going to be talking about selling the value of the visit. Thanks for checking in today. Happy selling.